Hi everyone. First of all, thank you for your patience. While the wait has been longer than any of us wanted, today we're finally able to share the updates we all have been looking forward to. Production is complete, the machines are running, the parts have been manufactured, the cartoons are packed. In fact, when we filmed this, we were already preparing shipments. From the first day of the campaign to this shipping milestone, your support made Fiber 63 possible. Thank you for your feedback, encouragement, and confidence in our team, every step of the way. So one of the main reasons for the delay was our decision to incorporate as much backer feedback as possible into Fiber 63. And at the time, we were already preparing to freeze the V1 design and move into production. But after reviewing your feedback, we made the decision literally at the very last minute to move forward with the significantly upgraded V2 instead. And honestly, we totally underestimated the challenge. On paper, it seems so straightforward. Add a heat chamber, redesign parts of the frame, and develop a new extruder. How hard could it be? And as it turned out, much harder than we thought. Each of these changes affected multiple systems. Solving one problem often revealed two more. Components had to be redesigned, tested, validated, and then tested again. What we initially thought would only take up 2 months ended up requiring far more time and re-engineering effort than we had anticipated. And even after we finally completed the V2 design, the challenges didn't stop there. In many ways, they only become more difficult once we entered production. The upgrade increased our BOM cost by almost 15%, required us to reselect and requalify a large number of electronic components, and perhaps the most painfully, forced multiple mode revisions. For a manufacturing project, late-stage design changes rippled through the entire supply chain. Tooling had to be modified, production plans had to be adjusted, and parts were previously approved suddenly need to be remade. To be completely honest, not all of our suppliers were impressed about those changes. And many had already invested in time and resources based on the original design, so repeated revisions created additional work and delays on their side. As a result, coordinating production becomes significantly more challenging. Lead times grow longer, parts arrive later than expected, and maintaining dimensional consistency across different batches become much difficult than we had planned. Looking back, what seemed like a few straightforward upgrades turned into a complete redesign and affected nearly every single aspect of the machine and its production process. It was a lesson in how a single engineering decision can cascade through the entire product and supply chain. Every week brought a new reminder of the cost of that decision. Our accountant would show me that company's runway was getting shorter, and our engineers and production team were so frustrated by yet another round of testing and iteration. And even the investor would call me and ask, sometimes quite directly, what the hell is going on? And despite those different perspectives, they all had one question in common. Do you regret in making the decision? I had to admit, there were moments when I asked even myself the same question. When schedules slipped, costs increased, and the problems kept appearing faster than we could solve them. It was hard not to wonder whether we should have stayed with the original design and shipped sooner. Those were difficult conversations and difficult months for everyone involved. But every time when we compare the machines we originally planned to ship with the machines we have today, the answer only becomes much clearer. The road was much longer than we thought. The cost was much higher than we planned. But looking at the final result, I believe we made the right choice. Not the easy choice, not the fast choice, but the right one. Continuous fiber 3D printing is a fascinating and powerful technology, and to democratize it, to bring it into mass production at this scale, is something entirely different. Without your support, trust, and belief in what we're trying to achieve, there's simply no way we could have come this far. Now, as the first machines begin their journey across oceans and toward your workshops, labs, classrooms, and garages, the next chapter is about to begin. For years, we've been imagining the possibility of affordable continuous fiber 3D printing. Soon, it will be your turn to show the world what this technology can do. And please keep sharing your projects, your ideas, your successes, and your feedback.
I can mount my FPV goggles to my construction helmet. When I'm on set on construction sites, it tends to get thrown around, so I needed something to be really strong so I won't damage anything.
Every print, every challenge, and every suggestion help us improve. Because this is not the end of the journey, it's just the beginning, where it's the next software update, a new application, a new material, or even the next generation of product. We'll continue building this alongside the community. And as always, I'll be here listening.